Be sure to check out my Veve and Omi Investors group in the description down below. Together we build generational wealth and go over everything you need to be profitable in the Veve markets. Yo, what is going on, y'all? I'm Cavell Anderson, and we are back with another Veve and Ecomi video. In this one, you're going to see me and Hello K actually answering some questions from the community on Twitter Spaces, and we're going to be diving into a lot here. K talks about how to combat bots using the utility. I'm going to be discussing utility and things like that. So yeah, this is going to be a dope video. Be sure to drop that thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on notifications. And yeah, if you all like content like this, where we're actually talking to the community, where we're being challenged, because usually when I make videos, it's just me talking, giving my opinions, and you don't really hear any feedback, anybody challenging the things that I'll say or anything like that. But if you like this type of content where you will have people asking me questions and challenging the things that I'm saying and my thoughts and stuff like that, let me know in the comment section, so I'll drop more content like this. But there is a few videos coming down the pipeline of this space, because we covered a lot of concerns that's going on in the community right now, and I think that is very informative for a lot of people who are for everybody who's invested. We covered a lot of good stuff throughout this one. So yeah, you all are going to enjoy it. Be sure to drop that thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on notifications. And yeah, enjoy. I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace out.
Yeah. I said, how does anyone, like, if you invest in a particular NFT or a picture on the internet, how can you not, like, have somebody copy exactly the same thing you invested money in?
Yo, I'll take this one. First off, thanks for having me up, guys. Definitely appreciate the space and what y'all doing, man. I've been listening for a while. I went grocery shopping and everything. Conversation's been dope. But
thanks for coming up, Cavell. Appreciate it.
No problem, bro. So in my opinion, when it comes down to copying NFTs, you'll always be able to copy something digital. What people get lost in is the fact that all we have is marketplaces and items right now. What really is going to make Veve special in the future is going to be the utility tied to these things. They're officially licensed from Disney, so it's going to be in their best interest for them to be able to do something in the Veveverse, in the metaverse. There's going to be more to these. So you can copy the look, you can recreate the look, but you can't recreate the experience. And that's what Veve is about, the augmented reality nature of it, the mini games and all the stuff that's going to come with this, the impact on the Omi token, the fact that the Omi token is going to be fueling so much of this stuff. It's the whole package, and that's what I think the value is of Veve. I think that it's everything together. People right now just look at one thing, is the NFT. So that's why when something come up like HRO, they're like, oh, it's IP over there. Is this a great company too? This is a big competitor. I mean, yeah, they have cards, it's cool, a very good company. There's space in this, there's space here for everybody, but that's not a Veve. That's not a Veve at all. Nothing is. Recur is not a Veve. Like there is no other Veve. And I think that people just get so caught up in the marketplace that you kind of don't realize that the vision is so much bigger. Like that is a gift shop for us. The entire HRO, the entire Recur, that is what Veve calls their gift shop. So yeah, that's my outlook.
Hey, Cavell, can I challenge you on something real quick? So I agree with literally 95% of everything you said, right? The one thing that I'm curious about, I know that we can't see into the future, but the utility aspect, right, of these NFTs, what if down the road, a year, 2 years from now, like or 3 years, we don't have Disney, right? Like under contractual obligation anymore. Does Veve give utility to these NFTs? Because if they do, they kind of have to get it in tandem with Disney, don't they? Because like, how do I give this thing like utility if I don't have the license anymore?
I think that's something that even like, I don't know what Veve's deal is and how they're going to do it. Maybe they have a separate deal in place to use certain things in the metaverse. I don't know what they're doing, but I do know, depending on how they go about building out the Veveverse, the community itself could give it utility. Like there's already people saying, yo, if you have this one piece, you can come to my restaurant, you can come get a massage. Like there's already people in the community doing this. And then in the metaverse, if they give us the tools to actually build out our own things, if you watch any of my videos, you all would know that I love escape rooms. So I am going to create an escape room if they give me the ability to. And who knows, it's going to have some collectible at the end. You're going to need some collectible to even get in. So like it's going to, like, we as the community will be able to create this utility by creating the things that we love. And that, like, so that's the biggest thing that I really want to hear from Veve on, is if they will give us the tools to create. I don't want them sitting here trying to create all the utility. I want the community to be able to create what we love, because I love escape rooms. I'm sure someone else does. And it's a lot of people in here. You all love stuff that's completely different from me. If we're all creating what we love, that's what's going to create the utility for everything.
I agree.
And if you guys remember, Dan promised. Now I know there's going to be people out there that say they promise a lot of things, but if you listen to Dan, he clearly said, "I promise we will keep coming up with ways to bring these bring utility to your collectibles." And I also think that Disney is not a fool. They're going to want to keep making money on these collectibles, and I keep saying this. And I think renting is we somebody did a video. I wish I could give them credit, but they talked about just the importance of renting being a significant in the OUP program or in the OUP, because Disney, okay, they got their money right now. And yeah, they're getting some money off the market. But this whole utility thing, they're going to be, if we can rent those out, they could be getting percentages. That utility could live in perpetuity for them for something that's already been burned, and they don't even have to do anything. So it seems like it's really going to be in their best interest. We know they're smart, that they're going to want that rented or that used as much as possible, because they're going to get a vig off that, or a fee off of that every time with these smart
You said
contracts.
a vig,
Sorry,
Lori.
I'm sorry. I did say a vig,
That's the
but
best.
that's
Yeah.
what it is, right? So you rent your collectible out for $10. They get 10%. They get $1 every day. Okay, yeah, that sounds like not much, but you start adding that up every single day, and I mean, it's coming, and the rent, it's coming
Lori,
in
what's
the
the vig gonna
metaverse.
be? What do we think the vig's gonna be?
I think the vig is going to be pretty close to what it is now. I think if we could rent out our collectible, they're going to take a percentage. They're going to take a vig. I mean, they need one, right? I'm
100%. I agree. I just don't know if, like, is it like the juice on the street, or are we talking
yeah,
about
the juice. Come on, the vig. But am I
amazing?
wrong? I mean, doesn't that make
No, you're not.
sense?
No, it makes it
100%. That makes sense.
100%. Yeah, 100%.
And maybe
It's
that poo, like I think Ryan, you said this. Maybe now that poo only gives you maybe a jump to the front of the line on the poo ride. But hell, if I'm a mom and my kid loves poo and I could rent this collectible, even for $10 a day, Disney gets their dollar. You get, BV gets their whatever, their money, and you get $8. And now you have this perpetual, income. And I think that's the
Very
dream. But
attractive.
real quickly too. I want us to also focus, like, back to Cavell's point. Like, look at what we're doing right now. To think that Veve hasn't already created the utility for us, and the fact that we can come in this space, talk about a marketplace, transfer collectibles between each other, have community conversations, host giveaways, build completely like sub unique like groups on the collectibles we own. Like, the utility is happening. It's just a matter of how will it evolve, right? And the other thing that I was going to mention too is, like, RM, you talked about, what's to keep somebody from copying this stuff. So, like, that's the huge importance of the blockchain, right? The blockchain is this thing that has been created now to give us the ability to have ownership of digital assets in a digital era, right? As we become more and more digital, anybody can, screenshot a Bored Ape, but they can't own the contract in the blockchain. That's yours. And so I think as the blockchain is understood more and more as time goes on, the more and more these digital assets are going to become valuable, because people just don't understand the metaverse. They don't understand Web3. They don't even know what an NFT is right now. The same exact thing happened in 1985 whenever the internet was being created, right? Nobody understood what it was. They avoided it. They didn't take the time, and then people seized the opportunity. We're in that same era right now. And so,
right, and you try to go to Snoop's party with your screenshot of your Bored Ape. I mean, seriously, or you try to go to Paris Hilton's house for dinner
yeah.
with your screenshotted NFT. I mean, my poor son tries to bring his middle school class along, and they're like, well, we'll just take a picture of it. And, and I'm like, Max, don't mess with these dumb kids. Like, seriously,
And that'll get fleshed out. I mean, that'll flesh out.
it's like, it's not about that. It's not about the image. it's about the utility.
I want to go to Kay real quick because I'd love to hear from him. He had his hand up, but yeah, this is a good conversation. Let's let it roll.
Yeah, not gonna lie. I main reason why I joined was I saw Cavell's avatar in the top, and I was like, oh man, whenever Cavell's like on a Spaces, like for some reason, like some funny stuff happens. Like funny people just follow Cavell. I don't know why, but yeah, I've always got to be there. Yeah, so I think Vivi's got a very good opportunity. They're very well positioned to create. So I don't want them to waste this opportunity, right? They've got a very good opportunity to create utility for their collectibles. And what I mean by that is we've seen competitors, for example, Hero, they've come out and they've done a lot of the things that Vivi wants to do. And some of those things have done extremely well, and they can kind of learn from that. And one of those things I just want to focus on is a global leaderboard, right? Vivi's got the perfect ecosystem to implement, to truly implement a global leaderboard. Now, I know that they are going to be doing that in the form of the Master Collector program. There is a leaderboard for that. The top quartile or, top 10% or whatever it was, they get like free Master Collector program premium, which gives you, the ability to do premium market listings and, some other stuff. But what I really want Vivi to focus on is embedding all of the other utility around this kind of leaderboard concept, similar to what Hero's done. So, for example, to really expand on the concept of low mints, because Hero, for example, they've built an entire system based around, the lower the mint, the more points you get. So, there is some true value there for people who do collect lower mints, as opposed to right now where it's just like, the bottom 150, they get a few extra points. It just doesn't make collecting as enticing. And so just as an example, I saw the common hero card today for $1,000, which would have otherwise gone for like $20 just because the mint was very, very low. And the other thing that I think they can do is play on this renting aspect. So something that could work very, very well is, let's say there's a snapshot period where the top 100 ranking people are eligible for a VV airdrop, right? Let's say you are like 2 points away from breaking that top 100, but you can't afford, to buy any more super low mint collectibles for those points because you haven't got the gems for it. You've only got 50 gems left. But the snapshot period is going to be tomorrow. You could, in theory, rent a really low mint collectible for someone for 20 gems a day. That rented collectible, the points from that will help push you into the top 100, and then you'll be eligible in that snapshot period. And then after the renting period of 1 day or 2 days or whatever, that person gets the collectible back. And doing that will really, really drive, this whole renting utility, because I don't think people are willing to. Yeah, I think it'll be a bit of a novelty where, people rent a collectible, they'll, display it in AR, VR, but I don't think people would continuously do that. There's just not really, because a lot of people in VV, they do things for a financial incentive. Like we got to be honest with that. That is what it is. But, if we have a global leaderboard, which constantly rewards their users, and you get points for holding certain collectibles, then the renting of that really fits in really well. So I think Vivi should definitely play off of that. And I think the last thing is those rewards for the leaderboards, they can be things like, global badges, which, clearly has worked very well in Hero, but also it can be a way of airdropping exclusive collectibles. And I know people have been kind of going on and on and on about, the bot issue with VV and how they get like the best of the best things, it's impossible for real collectors. Well, things like, an exclusive airdrop that goes to real collectors because obviously they're, in the top 100 of the collectors or, top 10% or whatever, then yeah, that's again, kind of helps to dilute the influence of bots on the market, because now you get, true collectors gaining things of value as well. And however they mix it up, that's up to VV. But I think they've definitely got a very good opportunity here of implementing a very, very good ecosystem for collectors and embedding, all the utility we've spoken about into that. That's basically it.